I don't know why it still says 5 minutes. I emptied out my camera just now. Over 2,000 pictures and videos, and yet it still says I only have 5 minutes available to record. Why? I don't know. Okay, so this is a Nailmas numero dos, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm sprucing up my storage unit for my nail polishes. So I didn't think about it initially, you know, so I don't have the before and after, but I will insert a clip of me adding the second coat of the paint to the front, but I'll show you guys the back, because the back I haven't painted at all, and you guys will see the original color of what this unit was. This is an Alex drawer unit. It's a 6-drawer unit. It's the wider but much shorter unit from IKEA, and it came in a gray color. I think I went for the gray when I initially bought it because the other option was white at the time, and I knew I did not want the white because I have kids, or just because of the very fact that it'll get messier a lot faster. But I'm sick of that color, and it was looking a little bit rough, so I thought, well, let's give it a little facelift, shall we? So I picked up some chalk paint from Walmart. This is from Waverly, and it's their chalk paint in ink. It's just a black, and it dries matte. And then I thought, oh well, let's do some transfers on it. I initially bought this transfer for my desk, but because I decided to paint this guy kind of last minute, I'm just going to use this on this unit here to add a little bit of color. I'll show you guys what it looks like, because it's so pretty. This is from Orchid Designs, and you basically just rub it on to whatever your piece of furniture, and then I'm going to seal it. And this one is in Botanist journal. Okay, let's get into this transfer. I removed the backing of this, and here all I'm doing is just aligning it, kind of seeing where I wanted majority of the sunflower, especially on this unit, and so I was kind of centering everything, placing it or where I wanted the image to lay. And then I am aligning it to the top of the unit. I'm following all of the instructions that came on the tube. It's really easy. Don't remove the backing until you're ready to transfer, because it is a little bit sticky on the back of this. And then I use painter's tape because it's a little bit more gentle, and since the unit isn't sealed just yet, I applied the painter's tape just to kind of help keep it in place, but when I remove it, it's not going to remove any of the paint that I've already added. And then I'm cutting off the sides just to make it a little bit more manageable, plus I'm taping the sides as well, again to help it stay in place. And then it came with this little plastic thing that it's the tool that you use to rub it on, basically. This is a little bit harder than I expected. That it was going to be a little bit easier from watching other videos, but it took a little bit of elbow grease for sure. I want to say adding the transfers what took the longest, maybe about 20-25 minutes. Painting the unit was the easiest because I didn't really have to do a lot of prep work. I didn't have to sand the unit at all. Chalk paint is really awesome like that. All I made sure to do was to clean the unit really well and then add the 2 coats of the black. But it was all well worth it because I love the end result. This was a little bit harder. It was hard to rub it off. I'm just gonna cut right at the seam here. And I don't mind if some of them are a little torn. It'll rough it up a little bit. This looks really pretty. Even though I was pretty messy about it, it still looks really pretty. I want to grab an X-Acto knife just so it's a little bit more of a clean cut here. Okay, let me show you guys from afar what it's looking like. That looks so beautiful. I love that. Man. It's time to seal, and I'm using the Minwax. This is their polyacrylic. It's water-based, so it works well with chalk paint. In some areas, though, I felt like it was lifting, maybe because I started off with a sponge, applicator, and it was lifting a little bit of the paint. So I used a synthetic brush and that worked a lot better. So all I did really was just to add paint where it was being removed and stuff, and then resealed it again, basically. You know, it was fine. You can't even tell really. It looks really great. First coat is done. I'm gonna let this dry, and I am gonna add 2 additional coats just because I want it to be well sealed, because it is gonna get a lot of usage. These drawers are gonna be opened lots and lots of times. So what I'm gonna do is finish all that up off camera and then come back and show you guys the final result. Good morning. I came out because I left the unit outside, and once the hubs wakes up, I'm gonna have him move this upstairs. Kind of debating on where I'm gonna put it. I was thinking maybe next to my bed, my side of the bed, but then again, I want the desk there, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we could put this on the other side and then put up the nail polish racks. That would be freaking awesome. I can finally get some of my things up on the walls and up off the floor. That would be freaking great. I still need to buy. I was thinking of getting another storage unit for nail polishes. I was actually debating on getting a tall Alex drawer, but I don't really want to get another Alex drawer, to be honest. I don't know. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's finally dry and all. My coffee's sitting up there. It looks really good. I love that. I lost the casters for this unit. There's casters that came with it, but I don't even know where they are. I've had this unit for years now. Unit is already in. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys everything that I was able to put in here. Nothing is permanent. This location's not permanent either. Eventually I'm gonna keep it on the other end of the room on a corner where I let me show you guys. I still have a bunch of shit on the floor. And yes, that is nail polish, and it had to be the brightest color, a bottle of nail polish that I could break. It's just freaking fantastic. It couldn't have been a nude. Quick overview of the unit. Of course, I have crap everywhere. We're still in move-in mode. And then I thought I was gonna use those bricks right there, but I decided against it because they kind of put pressure a little bit on the bottom one, and it makes it a little bit difficult for this particular drawer to close. It already struggles, and it's been struggling for a while now. I can't seem to close it all the way, and that was way before I painted the unit. So let me give you guys a quick overview of what's in the drawers right now. I was able to put all of these inside yesterday. These are not going to stay here permanently. Once I get my nail polish racks up on the walls, all of my China glaze are going to go on there because they fit really well to where here I feel like they just look a little, you know, messy, and I don't particularly like that. So that's all the China glazes. I'm going to do a separate video on my collection of China glaze. That's going to be part of Vlogmas. All of my Essies are here. I really like these little Rubbermaid containers. They snap on right here. So I'm gonna get more of these to fill this whole drawer up so that as these don't look like this, or the polishes in general don't look like this. I have some of my C&Ds in here, some LA Color glitter polishes. And then in here, I have a lot of drugstore stuff, more LA Colors. I have my CoverGirl, Maybelline, some L'Oreal's, all of my lovely Salon Perfect. They look so messy, but so colorful. Look at how pretty is that. Every time I buy from Salon Perfect, it's usually their colored polishes because I think they're awesome. And then here I have Zoya's. This is all the Zoya's. All of the Sally Hansen, Revlon, and then Wet n Wild. And then over here, all Orly's. This is everything minus what's on my seasonal rack. And then all of Sinful Colors right there, and then some remaining Orly's. This bottom drawer is what holds all of the indie polishes that I have. Again, these containers are not ideal, so I'm going to get the Rubbermaid containers to kind of line them all up so that they look a little bit more neat. And they're not shifting around like this too. These, I wouldn't recommend the Alex drawers in particular, or in, you know, for storage for nail polishes, because they're fine when there's lightweight stuff in here, but the more you know, if you fill it up with polish, that's a lot of freaking weight. And the bottom is like an MDF board, I think. I want to say that it is. So it's not very sturdy, it's not strong, and with all the weight, it bows down a little bit, which is what's happening with that one. That's why this one doesn't close very well. It's already come out of the little seam that, you know, the little slot where the MDF goes into. And so it makes it, you know, this is coming off also. The little wooden whatever is coming off. It's just not connecting anymore. And that's because there's a lot of weight in here. That is everything for this video, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. In case you guys were looking to, I don't know, switch up your, or spruce up your storage unit for your nail polishes, you know, I feel like a little paint always helps. And chalk paint is really awesome like that, you know, it's just really easy to use. So I thought I would do that to this guy, since it was either going to go into one of my kids' rooms as storage in their closet, or it was going to go in the trash, really. And I didn't want to be wasteful, you know, and still make use out of something, because it's still functional, you know, it still works for the most part. And so I didn't want to get rid of it, and instead I just thought, well, let me just paint it and add something to it so that I can still use it and enjoy it at the same time. Because if it was going to be looking rough and stuff, and it was going to be something that I didn't love anymore, I was just going to get rid of it, really. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.